Alright, so, and Mad Dog Killer coming at you live and direct. Um, About to give you the rest of this Summer Madness Con versus Ill video and other stuff that popped off there. So, like I said, Jesserican, kind of said something slick, about buying them a round of drinks or whatever. And battles was going on inside. Like I heard one ear and then out the other ear was the battle, so I was trying to focus on that. So I told her that whatever, and he came back. I was surprised he came back, and he said to my nephew, he's like, "Yo, you got the next round of drinks?" My nephew was like, "Yeah, whatever." So then Jesserican comes back like again. No lie, Jesserican comes back like, I don't know, 20 minutes later. Now his cup is empty. Each time he came by, his cup was either full or half full. Now his cup is empty. And he's like, "Yo, my niggas." He's like, "Yo, y'all got me on that drink?" Yo, this is some of the stuff that I was talking about in the previous blogs about, things you do when you're out, real shit. It ain't even gotta be real nigga shit. Just like stuff you just do. My dude. I'm not buying a drink for a dude I don't know. That's a no-go. I mean, if we cool, I grew up with you, my mans, you know what I'm saying? We scrapped, we had back-to-back scrap together, you know what I'm saying? If I got beef, you got beef, that kind of thing. We that level, yeah, I'm gonna hold you down with a drink. You hold me down with a drink. Ain't no sucker shit involved. That's real. But I don't know you. Barely gave you a dap. You're not really like famous. I mean, people know you because you do media shit and whatever. And Jesse, don't do that. Don't put yourself there. Anyway, so I froze Jesse out. I'm like, he came back. I'm like, "Yo, Jesse, you're not buying me no drinks over here." That's dead. So Jesse leaves. I'm figuring Jesse's done. Jesse comes back. Now, mind you, we standing on the railing, and I had a seat. But now shit sort of twisted around. The battle was going on. More and more people was coming, so the seats got moved off to the side so people could sort of get, from where we was at on the upper vantage point looking down. So now it's that on that balcony there, and Jesse comes back and he taps me on the shoulder. I'm like, "What's up, Jesse?" He's like, "Yo, you think I could get in there?" And I'm like, get it weird, Jess. He's like, "Yo, right there." So I'm like, "Jess, the only way you getting this here is if I move. I'm not moving. Not moving. Not moving. You don't not move. You go to these events. If you move, your spot's gone. If you move, your spot's gone. And you gotta have somebody there. If you do move, go to the bathroom, whatever, which I went to the bathroom a couple of times. Your man got to get wide. Like, if he have one arm over the balcony, when you there and you have one arm over the balcony, then when you leave to go to the bathroom, he got to get wide and put both arms, my nigga, on the balcony. So he like hogging that two spots. So if anybody come by, he don't move his elbows until you get back. You get back, elbow goes off to the side like this. So that's how we was playing. I think once or twice we both left to take a quick picture or do something, and if somebody got in our spot in that short period of time, you just go back and be like, "Yo, homie, that's where I was at." You know what I'm saying? If something changes down the line, we could talk about it, but right now that's where I was at. And, most of the time people is, we recognize when they do what they needed to do and move. But anyway, had to sort of tell Jesse it ain't popping off. Then funny thing was, he was sitting there in AR-16. I happened to seen him off a couple videos. I don't really, I know he was doing 106 in Park and some other stuff, but I don't, in the battle culture, I don't really think he's like anywhere where people is like, yo, this dude is crazy. You know what I mean? Maybe he's making music or doing something else, but whatever. Anyway, so AR-16 happens to sit in my seat behind me, and we watching all the battle raps, and he's chilling. And I'm telling you, I've been, standing for a while. That seat I was sitting on before the battle. As soon as the battle started, I'm up. So anyway, we're looking at it, and then, I get a tap on my leg halfway through. I think it was the Big T battle, or just before the Calico. Maybe it was just before the Calico battle, and he's like, yo, my nigga. I'm like, yo, what up? He's like, yo, you think you can move so I could see the battle? He's like, yo, I've been buying bottles and I can't even, see the battle from my seat. And I looked at him, I'm like, yo, homie, you ain't been buying no bottles. You know what I'm saying? I already told you the bottle story. I was tight off of that already. I was real tight off of that. You niggas, he's sitting there in my VIP area talking about he bought bottles and he can't see the battle. Oh, not after the game that Star played on me. Not after the game that Star played on me. So I'm like, homie, you ain't buying no bottles, and you ain't. To be honest with you, you sitting in my seat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could sit there. I don't have a problem with you sitting there, but you sitting in my seat, and I ain't moving. You want to see the battle. You got to get to an area where you can stand up and see it. Work that out. So later on, I think he was standing in the seat because he about 5'5", 5'6". He like buck 10, soaking wet with a brick in his pocket. So he's standing on the chair, hopping every so often so that he could see down. Like he couldn't really see. I'm a big dude. There's a couple other big dudes there, 6'1", and I seen something through my peripheral. It was like hopping every so often. So he was like hopping to, work that out. Anyway, got AR hopping. I got Jesse looking for liquor. You know what I'm saying? And can't find Star. That's what. That's the side notes to what's going on. It was like a comedy, man, for real. So then Fendi, which I thought I recognized on stage, he was on stage for a minute. Fendi comes up around by the VIP area, and I barely really recognized him, to be honest with you. I really didn't recognize. I just noticed the dude looked like a big ass goon. He was like 5'10" though. He wasn't that tall, but he was like a wide, solid dude, man. He was like a real wide, and he like sort of tapped me on the shoulder, and he was like, yo, you think you can move over so I could get in? And I looked at him like, yo, I don't think so. I do not think so. And he says, really? I said, that's true, really. And he kind of looked, and I says, yo, first of all, my nephew was in front of me. He's not getting between me and my nephew. And I says, see if there's some room behind you, because at that time, AR was sitting in my seat, and there was a little space between AR and the balcony behind me, and AR is hopping on a chair. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he got in between one of AR's hops. Feel me? The AR hopped, and then Fendi slid in, and Fendi wanted to stand. AR was, he didn't want to stand on the balcony. He wanted to, look over on the chair. So anyway, Fendi got in behind me a little bit, and he sort of like pushed AR further back a little. You feel me? So that's how that went. Again, let me keep this video a little bit short. I just figured you guys might have wanted to know some of the slick stuff that was going on in the VIP area. Niggas was still, there was some real, like I said, people gotta know what to do when they out. They gotta know. You gotta know what to do when you out. You gotta know how to talk to dudes. Alright. The event is going on, people having problems with their mic and turn the mics up, all of that stuff. At one point Smack was like, yo, sound man gonna have to get his ass beat. It's like, what y'all think? You think we should jump the sound man? And everybody's like, yeah, everybody's screaming, and then sound man shake his head like, no, you know what I mean? I mean, he looked like if he was trying his best, but it was just the equipment. It was problematic. I think, taking the equipment off and putting it on, and these things is very sensitive and technical, and when people are sweating and their hair hit the mic and they're clapping on their chest, and they mess up the sound equipment and stuff a little bit, but it is what it is. Then there's a point in the battle where Goodz, DNA, Khan, and Hitman get touch the stage, and Smack is like, yo, y'all wanted to see these dudes, y'all was shitting on this card, blah blah blah, y'all wanted to see these dudes, who here wanted to see Khan in the on Summer Madness 3? You hear the crowd, yeah, who wanted to see Hitman on this? Yeah. So Smack's like, yo, I'm gonna keep it real, I ain't really like they last third round, off of the gnome or whatever, he said, I ain't really like they last third round. So then the crowd was like, yeah. Smack was like, yo, I want y'all to bust y'all third round now. Bust y'all third round right here. And he gave Khan a mic, he gave Hitman a mic, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I had a chance to dap both dudes. Khan, I ain't gonna dog him out. He had a lot of people around him. Khan is like the celebrity of the battle rap dudes, if you will. And shout out to Oompi, he was a good brother. He was also in that VIP section. He didn't play himself for nothing. Oompi, like big dude too, like me, maybe a slightly bigger, but I mean, he ain't play himself at all. He was a cool brother, and he was right near me. He played his position, waited till the spot opened up, did what he had to do, did his numbers, like I like to say. Shout out to UP and all of that. But Khan is like a little bit of a celebrity-ish of the hit of the battle world. And he had model chicks around him. He had different fans wanting to run up and touch his his hand, or what I'm saying. And he had like 2 truck chains on jewelry, so you couldn't miss him. So I happened to walk by and get a quick dab by him, but I just kept it moving. But Hitman was, he had his brother, I think, was there, show out or something. I mean, they both slim, you know what I'm saying, both light. I don't know what happened with Bill Collector. I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't talking about another man plight like that. But anyway, Hitman showed me a lot of love, and I gotta be honest, Hitman is up there in my top 1, even my top 1 or 2, maybe 3 active dudes. I don't really rate Lux. Lux is in the area all by itself, but as far as dudes putting in work, contemporary dudes, Hitman is probably 1 or 2. It's toss up between him and Surf right now for me, and I know that's arguable. I just don't get into it with people. That's a whole other thing, but Hitman gave me dab, Hitman talked, Hitman took pictures. Hitman was cool dude. And I'll see him and getting back to the stage with, we get back to the stage with Smack. Smack put a mic in both their hands, and everybody in the crowd was like, oh, what a surprise. We might get a third round out of Khan and Hitman unexpectedly. Like all night you was waiting for something different, something that they didn't mention to happen, something slick. And Khan just took a high road. Khan said something about, no, I'll do it next time, or I'll battle, the next time my name is, on a card or something. Hitman just gave the mic back to Smack. I don't think neither one of them had intentions of battling for that 1 round. So I gotta give it to Goodz. Goodz is a funny dude, man. Goodz, every time Goodz grabbed the mic, every time he grabbed it, like he was saying something slick about the card, or how he wasn't on it, and GMB, you know, grown man bars and some talking about smack bid, and he just had some legitimate funny. He's just a funny dude. You know, like laughing from the bottom of his stomach, funny. So he had some jokes. It was a good intermission, letting them mess with the mic. Then DNA tried to grab the mic and, you know, tried to spit that little freestyle that he has in the video. He tried to spit that, you know, live for the crowd, and they wasn't having it. They started booing him right away. And, you know, Khan had to grab him on the shoulder and say, "Yo, cut that now." And then he was trying to say something after. He stopped it early and he gave back the mic, but he was like smiling. He was having fun with the crowd. He don't care if they booed him or they, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's one thing if you're not battling and they boo you, you ain't really losing a whole lot. So, shout out to Goodz, DNA, Khan, and Hitman. I mean, they really didn't even have to make the trip show up. You know, Lux was there. You know, shout out to Reed Dollars, man. He announced that he's going at. Shout out to Reed Dollars and John. He announced that November, I think 3rd, they gonna get it in. I know I ain't mentioned that, but they said it on the thing, and Reed was there the whole time and was kicking it up with Dot Mob. Him and Dot Mob spent some time there, and it looks like if they, you know, that's gonna pop, because Reed and John was on stage and they said it was both gonna be official. So let's see if that gets to pop. Before I let y'all go, I just want to say that I had a chance to talk to JC. JC is one of the most lyrical dudes I've seen coming up in this, you know, battle rap culture. Very serious dude, very dangerous dude. I know a lot of dudes is not top tier or mid tier, whatever. It's not looking for JC. That's not no easy win for nobody right now. And you know, I was kicking it with him. I kicked it, you know, I asked him a couple things. My nephew was talking to him, and then he said some stuff back. And then you know, as the night went on, and you know, he started to look a little frustrated. I'm like, yo, Jay, when you going on? He's like, I don't know, tomorrow. You know, you're a quick answer. And I said, my dude, it is tomorrow already, man. It's cool. It's 12:30. And he said, man, he said, this thing's taking way too long like that. So I knew he was getting a little antsy. He was good all night. And then, like, he witnessed the Serious Jones argument with Beasley like I did. And as Sirius went downstairs, I didn't say this in the other blog, but Sirius went downstairs. JC was going down the stairs right next to me. He was talking to his man, and you know, he said, "You see that? You see how Sirius was acting and feeling?" He said, "I feel the same way." He said, "I feel the same way. I don't want to even battle. This is real talk. I swear it's the truth." He said that he didn't even feel like battling. He said he felt frustrated just like Serious Jones felt. Now, when I went down the stairs, I talked to him again. I said, "Yo," I said, "Jay," I said, "Man, I don't think this is good. You know, people was already getting the feeling that this ain't gonna be good for you." I said, "Jay, I get the feeling that this ain't gonna be a good battle for you, man. Like you're not right." And he's like, "Nah, I'm good. I said, "Listen, the way you look, I think I could battle you right now." And we both smiled about it. I gave him a little bit of a dap, and I moved on towards the bar area. And you know, it was just something that I think that some other stuff, like I said, I thought you guys might have wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? And you know, recapping the Sound Man and the, you know, Goodz, DNA, Khan, and you know, Hit and AR doing a little jumping jacks, and you know, Fendi and Jesserican was a funny dude. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. I think something's really wrong with that dude. You know what I mean? And Star, I got to see. I'm not saying that he got to be seen, but I want to see that dude. But he was a good brother. He definitely gave me some dap, but there's some other things we got to talk about for real. Anyway, again, let me know what you think. We'll holler back. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I got you.